I'll be conducting this walkthrough in pictorial form, since we have unfortunately already broken down the classroom for summer recess, which begins in just a few short days. This includes removing everything from the walls and shelves for summer cleaning purposes and packing them into boxes. In addition, I am moving school districts, and so this will no longer be my classroom, and my personal effects have already been removed from the learning space. Therefore, it would not be an accurate representation of the classroom at present. For reference, this is a shared learning space. Both math classes and ELL classes take place in this classroom. 1. The teacher displays diverse cultural materials, photos, words, art, etc. that represent cultural diversity. As you might be able to tell from the pictorial, we do not have a ton of wall space, but we have converted one of the whiteboards into a space to display posters. The left half is reserved for math, and the right half for ELL. I typically have a world map with flags representative of my students' home countries and cultures displayed in this space. We also have a word wall, where high-frequency Tier 1 and 2 words students are learning are displayed. 2. High-quality student work is displayed. I display student-made posters from various presentations on the front teacher's desk, as well as in the space above our classroom library. 3. Wall displays are more than cartoon representations of diversity. I think this is an area of improvement. In brainstorming how to do this, I thought of putting pictures of actual people in the maps and flags area of the classroom. I want to keep these photos relevant culturally by not playing to stereotypes. For example, perhaps not having Brazil represented by soccer players. Photos highlighting faces might be a good start. 4. The classroom climate is warm and welcoming to students. Our classroom is very small and consists of only 14 desks, which is about all it will fit. The space itself is cozy, and so I think this helps the classroom mood. 5. The seating arrangement is conducive to collaborative learning. The standard formation of the classroom is in rows. This is mindful of the fact that this is a shared learning space. Math classes at our school typically utilize rows. Additionally, our classroom is often used for testing, MCAS, access, etc., and so it's been decided that rows should be the standard. However, with ELL being such a highly collaborative subject by nature, I often have students moving the desks around into squares or pairs. We have very small classes, sometimes only 2 to 3 students, and so the classroom space is highly adaptive. Students are paired in groups strategically based on linguistic strengths and improvement needs. 7. Literature reflects the cultural diversity of the students in class. Our classroom library consists of 4 shelves of culturally relevant texts. We have texts speaking to the various cultural viewpoints of my students. For example, India and the Indian American Experience, Born Confused, Amira and Hamza. The Latinx Experience, I Didn't Talk, Bella's Recipe for Success. And the Chinese and Chinese American Experience, The Year of the Dog, American Born Chinese. 8. Students feel like they belong in the classroom and the classroom belongs to them. I promote the idea that this is their classroom, with the materials held within it, but also by a collective responsibility for keeping our classroom space neat and tidy. Students invest in keeping the space clean, view it as theirs. 9. Students are encouraged to problem solve independently, and resources are available that can be easily accessed. I typically put out the materials we'll be using on the front couple of desks before we begin our lesson. I would like to explore the options of how to make all materials more easily accessible given the configuration of the room. At present, I do have to be mindful that it's not only my class using the space. 10. Classroom routines support multiple learning modalities. As a principal learning model within ELL, students are very often given choice on how they present and participate with content in our classroom. For example, students might be given the choice to write an essay, create a poster, or give a speech for any number of assignments. In this way, yellow students are able to display linguistic strengths and work on areas that need improvement in safe spaces while also working with their learning style.